Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? You doing okay? I think I'm okay. I'm a little bit sleepy. Just woke up and decided to push through the backlog of Expo contents that I've got. I really hope you're not getting tired of this Expo stuff. But today we're seeing the fifth trip to the Expo. I'm going to take in some rather big pavilions, which I was quite pleased with. Well, you've seen all my other videos as well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So please check those out if you want to see some more pavilions. I didn't have a high expectation for this trip because I went to the dentist in the morning and I was entering at 12. Last time I walked straight through the gate at 12, or even quarter to 12. There weren't any people there. Today was not the same. It's getting more and more crowded, especially entry. It's getting quite difficult to book a 9 o'clock entry. So, but I'm going to give you some words of encouragement. I saw quite a lot of big ticket pavilions today, and I was a bit surprised I could do that in such a short time. So miracles happen. Live your dreams. You can do it. You don't need to be there for a whole 12 hours to enjoy yourself. So I'm going to talk about several pavilions. First, I've got some fish and chips from the British Pavilion. I've been interested to try those out. We're going to Czechia. We've got the UAE. We've got Qatar, China, the Mitsubishi Pavilion, which was my one reservation I made before, and also finally the USA. I managed to get into the biggest, probably one of the biggest pavilions there. So I'm going to narrate over that in a moment. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this channel to people, and also leave a comment or a question about the Expo. I'm happy to help you. Give me a super like if you really love this stuff, or you can join one of my membership levels. We get some exclusive, interesting content, or you will do as soon as I make some, because no one's joined yet. So I'm going to hand over to myself, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, welcome back to Yumeshima Station on the Chuo line. So we're entering the Expo site. Again, very crowded, even though it's 11:30 on a weekday. I don't know when it's going to get quiet. And everyone's roasting outside the East Gate again, and lots of parasols, as you can see. I was in a bit of a rush. I was power walking from the East Gate. You can see the Sumitomo Pavilion over there. My friends had got to the British Pavilion already, and they'd ordered some lunch for us. So here's the British Pavilion. And here's some fish and chips. Very nice and crunchy, and the chips were good. Not too expensive either, about 2,000 yen. So good job. And we were lucky enough to see a little water show as well. I want to see the nighttime one with the illuminations, but this will do for a moment. It seems to be quite regular as well. And we went to the Maltese Pavilion to see some friends too, and ended up buying one of these out of focus bagel sandwich things. I forgot what they were called. Yeah, pretty nice, but that was a little bit expensive. Into the Czechia Pavilion now. This is our first stop. You can see all the bohemian glass they kept talking about. This is locally made glass. They're trying to evoke the spirit of nature, like wood bark in these panels. And lots of local art as well. A little bit depressing, but very interesting. All the way up this spiral. This kind of spirals all the way to the top of this pavilion. And some more glasswork as well. You can see some leaves, I think, kind of imprinted inside. Or imprinted, but not actually inside there still. And some more art. I think this was inspired by the Janet Jackson Super Bowl. And just kind of, enjoy the classy woodworking. There's some special wood as well, very strong wood. Hanging rosebuds, I think those were. So lots of glasswork. Seemed to be a lot of glasswork in Czechia. And some cherry blossoms too. They even had some 3D printing as well. Apparently there's a famous company that does 3D printing in Czechia. And on top there's a little kind of mini beer garden. You can enjoy that, and a restaurant at the back. And lovely views as well from the top. You can see Austria in the back there, Kuwait, Colombia and China as well. And inside there's a kind of central atrium that has, I believe, concerts and other performances there. But they just had a tourism movie for now. It was a nice place to relax. On to the UAE Pavilion, Emirati confirmed. And it wasn't a line to get in either, so you could just go straight through. Earth to Ether was kind of the slogan of this one, so talking about natural use of materials, very natural use of wood for the pillars. I really like the style of this one, and a completely wooden rocket. Not really, it's just a model, but they talked a lot about the Emirati space program including these very lifelike models of scientists and other people connected to it. You can scan your face and launch yourself into space. I don't think I'm a little bit out of focus. Never mind. Enjoy some of the local arts and crafts, like this kind of big loom. Is this? And some Emirati coffee, for example. There's a lot of people showing you around and telling you what's what as well. Some different kinds of sand from the different areas. And of course their technological capabilities too. For example, the solar panels there and the drone. This is a firefighting drone. Kind of giving me Robocop vibes, but very impressive. And the guy who was presenting was very proud of it, rightly so. So yeah, very nice vibes. You could watch these little video things that my camera's having trouble with and learn more about Emirati culture. On to its neighbour now. This is Qatar Pavilion, so the big standing water outside. Be careful of mosquitoes. We had to wait quite a while to get inside here, but the theme is about the coastline, because there's a lot of desert in Qatar, so the coastline is very important. Nice aesthetics inside, and a little video you can watch to enjoy the sights and sounds of Qatar. And some little display booths as well, displaying the different environments in the country. A lot of water-based areas too, marine life. And I did like this kind of star chart curtains around the whole thing. It was a nice new agey vibe. And some museums of a small museum of items from Qatar, and a gift shop, of course. You can buy a kite that looks like a kite. On the way we managed to see this special dragon from Portugal. Seemed to be made out of porcelain. Hello, very cute. And on to the Chinese pavilion now. This is one of the big ones. The line was very long, but didn't really take that long. Gorgeous pavilion as well, very enigmatic. And you see a robot here as well, waving at us. It kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump for some reason. Maybe it's the baseball cap. He's waving off the shrimp boat. Oh yeah, and he's walking like I'd walk when I really need the toilet, but good job. So you can see all these traditional, cultural moments. There's kanji flowing down from the ceiling. There's this huge circular screen showing different times of the year. So yeah, nice HD technology. I like the display cases as well. You can change the things printed on the glass case. You can interact with the glass itself directly. That's very cool. Nice combination of LCD or projections and real sculptures. Yeah, so definitely you can stand and stare at this for a while, talking about different seasons of China. I love this way of displaying artifacts as well. You can see these little wireframe models alongside the real thing, so you can see what the significance of different parts of it are. This was cool as well. The kanji were flowing off the wall and seamlessly going off into the distance. I don't know how they did that with the projectors. That was really cool. And some more interesting artifacts that you can interact with. You can give it a spin. So lots of cool things like this in the kind of traditional floor of the Chinese pavilion. And interesting stuff about the geography of the country. I remember this from Animal Crossing. Finally I can see the real one. I don't know if that's I don't know what that's for. And of course the panda diplomacy. You can see the famous wildlife of China. So yeah, lots of nice displays about the culture and economy downstairs. And then you can head upstairs, another kind of spiral staircase upwards. So you can see all these sculptures of Chinese history. A nice view down of the main floor. This was really cool pavilion. Definitely check this out. Leave yourself plenty of time as well, because there's plenty to see. And also areas of the collaboration between China and Japan, and stuff in the Olympics there. There was a nice presentation of a day in China, what happens on different hours of the day. That was really cool. You could probably stay there for about 10 minutes, I think. And there we go, making our way towards the top now. Sun's starting to set. The top is mostly focused on the future of China as well, so you can see this futuristic city. And also the heavens and the moon. So one of the big displays was moon soil. So you can take a look, you can line up and see the moon soil. It doesn't take very long. And a better view from there. Sorry for the flicker warning. There's some lunar soil. We've got submarines as well, and future city plans. So yeah, definitely very interesting, the Chinese pavilion. Of course, you can enjoy the gift shop, buy some pandas, and a nice little garden inside too. So then I had to head off to my one reservation, which is the Mitsubishi Pavilion. Now, unfortunately, we could not film inside because of, intellectual property reasons. This talks about journey to life. How do we get from single-celled organisms to current day? So no recording there, sadly. The mascots provided by the people who made the Tokyo Olympics ones as well. And walking back into the main area, dusk is settling now, so I decided to make my way to the American Pavilion. Nearby is the French one. Hopefully I can get to see that fairly soon as well. I heard the line moves fairly quickly. But here's the one I was looking for, America. I'll give you some more information about how to line up for that after this video, but no mistaking that one. So I had to wait for about half an hour inside the line, but a lot of information as you walk in. You can see all sorts of stuff about American society. Imagine what we can create together. Lots of collaborations, for example, homestay students or exchange students. And we meet, I think he's called Spark, he's our mascot for today. He's showing us the technological advances of the US, and he's buzzing around all over the place. You can make snowboards out of algae and all sorts of things. And then you can see some sights of the USA, including the Statue of Liberty, made famous by the movie Ghostbusters 2, and various other views of the states, Florida, the Grand Canyon, Arizona, we've got Nevada, Minnesota. Look everyone, I'm in Delaware, and the Virgin Islands, Guam, and so on. And of course, Shohei Ohtani, he's doing some home runs in the USA. The next part was focused on the space program, so lots of space technology there. They've got some drones, they've got some rockets as well, and various other satellites they're sending off to Saturn and beyond. There's New Horizons buzzing off there. Climate scanning satellites too. There's a James Webb telescope as well, currently making some really beautiful images of the universe. And finally, the blockbuster. This is the rocket launch area to finish off. So we're underneath the rocket launch. It doesn't seem like a very safe place to stand, but here we are, ready for blast off. Blasting off again. Oh, let's get out of there. Blasting off at the speed of light. So Team Rocket, we're all Team Rocket today. You can see the ISS and also some of the satellites going out there off to the moon. And talk about moon base as well, things like that, off to Jupiter and beyond. There's Spark over there too. That's the James Webb again, showing some of the amazing images it's produced. And there we are, back to Earth. So very interesting, spectacular, blockbuster display from the USA, and back to the moon finally. So there we go. Afterwards, you can go and see the moon rocks as well. You can take one photo, and off we were. So there we go. God bless America, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. So what did you think of day 5 in the expo? Interesting. I was very pleased I could get to see some of the big ticket pavilions, especially some of the ones that seem like they might take a long time to get into. So let's go through each of those. So the fish and chips from the British Pavilion, I've been interested in that for a while. Of course, fish and chips are one of the famous dishes from the UK, which is where I'm from. In Japan, you can usually get some decent fish, and the batter is fairly accurate, but the chips, they're never chips. They're usually French fries, or they're like potato wedges. That's not the same thing. The oven baked, no way, that's not it. So you need some big thick cut chips. So I was looking forward to those in the British Pavilion, and luckily, yes, they were everything I wanted. I could have eaten probably double the size, but still, I think for the price, that's not too bad for expo food. So good job. They've had a bit of controversy about the afternoon tea set, which is apparently 5,000 yen, which is insane. Although that's kind of in keeping with British afternoon teas. That's really expensive too. But they were serving it with a paper cup, so someone complained online and it all kind of blew up. But now that's apparently a lot nicer. They're using there's some ceramic cups, from the finest china, I'm not sure. So good, thumbs up for the fish and chips. Czechia was the next one we went to. That was, yeah, it was kind of interesting. One of the nice sort of middle-sized ones. Didn't have to wait too long to get in, only about, I don't know, maybe less than 10 minutes. And it's quite interesting, nice sort of spiral design, and you get to see, I don't know, it's a bit on artistic vibe, let's say. The place was nice, the local glass was interesting, and yeah, it's a nice view from the top as well. I heard you can get a nice view of the evening water show if you go up there, but I haven't managed to do that. I couldn't actually work out which direction you're supposed to go from. Maybe you have to go to the restaurant for that. That was a little bit pricey as well, like all of the restaurants in Expo. Next on to the UAE. Very pleased, bonus points for the UAE for not having a line at all. We just wandered straight through. Yeah, nice interesting design. All those big pillars were cool, and I could see a different side of UAE. I just imagine Dubai really, which is kind of like rich people's playground. They didn't focus on that at all. They talked about the space program, traditional arts and crafts as well, and then also the firefighting drone you saw, which was kind of interesting. The guy giving the presentation was really friendly and nice as well, and the interpreter was really, she was right on it as well. A lot of technical language, she could do really well. Then on to Qatar. That was fine. A bit of a long line to get in compared to how big it was. One thing I was really worried about, they've got this nice water feature outside, but you could see the mosquitoes kind of wandering around. It's kind of standing water too, so I hope they do something to take care of the mosquitoes. It's going to be a nice breeding ground. There were some people with little bug nets, so I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it was quite nice inside. Not much to it, just a few displays and a video screen, but it's a nice space. I like the kind of star chart curtains. Then on to China. I didn't think we were going to get into that on the same day. That was really impressive as well, really tastefully done. It looks like a long line, but it does move fairly quickly. I think we probably had to wait about 20 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes, I think, to get in, and that was kind of peak time. I really wish I had a bit more time to stay in there, because I had a reservation for the next one. So at the end of it, I kind of rushed a little bit, and I was recording for YouTube, and I was listening to the audio guide and trying to read things. It was all a bit too much. So I do want to go back there actually to see the Chinese one. Nice blend of traditional and kind of modern presentation styles for showing the museum information. That was really cool. And the video upstairs was really nice too. And the moon soil was kind of an interesting addition to it. I did see a lot of moon stuff actually on this trip. I saw that and the moon rocks from the USA. So yeah, China, very good. That's definitely one of the good ones. Excuse me. On the other side, we got the Mitsubishi Pavilion. This was the one that I had reserved previously, and to be honest, I'm not really recommending that to people. And I mean, for kids might be interesting, especially science kids. They might be like that. But basically, you just again, my reservation time, I went in, and then you have to wait another 20 minutes to get in again. So I don't know what the point was. And it's basically just a little mini cinema with a kind of curved screen at the top. So it's a little bit kind of 3D, but to be honest, I was sitting right at the front, and I was feeling a little bit kind of, I was bugging out a little bit. I don't know if I was tired or dehydrated or just car sick. So it was, it's very stimulating. So yeah, I don't know, if you get a chance to go in and you really want to know about the future of life, or the past of life, I don't know. It seemed to focus on evolution and other planets as well, life on other planets, on Mars. So yeah, okay, if you're into that, then go for it, but it was just a museum presentation, cinema presentation, so I couldn't film at all in there, so sorry about that. And finally, the USA. Every time I go into the East Gate, you see the massive lines for France and the USA, but I got tipped off that because I was just joining the English tour, that starts every hour on the hour. And the line, or the entrance for that English tour opens at 1:30. So if you want to get into that, hang around near the front gate at that time. There's no, as far as I knew, there was no actual line for the English tour. Japan tour has a really long line because they're constantly feeding people in. but the English tour didn't have a line. You just have to wait outside the yellow line, so like the braille blocks for the blind people. As long as you're outside that, I think they're okay. The person did finally come out about 5 minutes before it opened and kind of said, okay, let's make a line, just to make it a bit more organized. But they only allow 120 people in at a time, so make sure you get there quickly, otherwise you have to wait another hour. But that was amazing. I really enjoyed the USA one. Obviously I know a lot about the USA already because, you know, it's UK has a lot of influence from that, and TV and all that stuff. But a very, very good presentation. Lots of, I think China went more the traditional route of, you know, museum style and kind of impressive architecture. USA was just going bang for your buck, basically. Lots of video screens. There's that cute little character. I forgot what his name, Spark, I think it's called. Some songs, there's the video displays, there's the whole rocket thing at the end, which was really spectacular. I felt like I was coming into Disneyland or something. So yeah, thumbs up to the USA. Definitely recommend that if you have the time. I went right at the end. I think I entered the line at 7:30. I think I was waiting around 7:15, 7:20. Entered at 7:30, had to wait half an hour to get in, but yeah, definitely worth it. It takes about half an hour too, so you've got plenty of contents inside. So there we go. Okay, that was day 5. Hope that was interesting. Let me know if you have any questions about it. I'm still working on my passport, trying to get through all of these. I'm getting quite a lot of country stamps. I don't know, have I really shown these? So that's what's up, Malawi, Trinidad and Tobago, all of these. I'm trying to fill up some of these other big ticket ones. For example, the signature pavilions, I haven't done many of those. I'm hoping if I can maybe try to get all of them at one point. The only thing that's really causing me a bit of trouble is the Kansai Pavilion. Now, I have been to the Kansai Pavilion, maybe you saw that in my first video, but I didn't have a passport, so I didn't get the stamps. So I need to try and get in there again. That's no problem, it was a really good pavilion. But they've also got, for example, Shiga Pavilion has also got the Lake Biwa Museum, which is in Kusatsu City. Kyoto has JR Kyoto. Hyogo has the Hyogo Prefectural Art Museum in Nada. And there's basically, so nine prefectures in Kansai, some of which are not really Kansai, if you ask me, like Tottori, Tokushima and Fukui. What are we doing? So am I going to try and go to those by the middle of October? I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it strongly, so this might happen. I think I need a bit of a break from going to the expo every day too, so I'll watch this space. Okay, so check out the passport as well. I'm going to finish there. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, share this channel, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave a comment or a question. Just tell me what your breakfast was today, that's fine. I'll reply to that anyway. And super like if you love me. Join a membership level if you are really interested. And otherwise I'll see you again soon. Okay, take care, bye bye.